overall station is a dancehall star. An overall station. Murder all of the station. Overall, we love you in every way. Overall, killer jumping station every day. And I know why.
I'm feeling this aura. Yeah, that's the deal in this
live and overall setting.
I'm the vice to the world, ambassador to the universe, and we represent overall setting.
Splash the artist, sing a splash. Yeah, man. Overall set.
Your big respects, original Dan Raja, Apache Indian in the place. Catch me on overall setting.
This is Shining. I found out. So here what? As pertain to the overall setting. And for the main devices, you know, say a frosting from where you know the doors straight out. I'm watching the kids and represent the overall setting.
Hey yo, check this out. This is Anthony Cruz live and direct, and I'm here to tell you about the Don't Know overall setting scene.
This is Silver Cat, aka Iron Claw, and I will be on the overall podcast setting.
From me see the face and hear the voice, them know say Rasta British, the true leader. I'll be featured live on overall settings podcast.
Bonjour tout le monde. You know it's me, your girl Joe, now presenting with the Overall Settings Podcast Show.
Hey, don't know Fearless Wonder. I'm here represent the overall setting.
Catch the live on overall
This is Jay Warren, and you can check me out live on overall podcast.
Not gonna make them night. What's put me the Salaman and Tigana overall? Milan.
We coming some bad boy a fire everything. Holy man a fire AK-47, but soldier man. Them a fire is the love.
Saving Mother Earth must be the mission, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth, embrace the vision, the right decision. Lives are impacted, homes are destroyed, oceans are churning. We must be concerned. Rainforests are burning. Where else can we turn? And these are the lessons from which we can learn. Must be the mission, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth, embrace the vision, the right decision. The climate is changing, we cannot ignore. Mountain glaciers are shrinking, we've said that before. Sea levels are rising, and there could be more. And heavy rainstorms are raging, while bodies wash up ashore. Must be the mission, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth, embrace the vision, the right decision. Oh, leaders, they are dying, and everyone can see. Oh, leaders, there's no denying, you need to intervene. Oh, leaders, people are dying, and everyone can see. Oh, leaders, there's no denying, You need to intervene. You need to intervene. Must be the mission, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth. Embrace the vision, the right decision. It's the right decision. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the right decision. Oh, it's the right decision. Yeah, it's the right decision. Saving Mother Earth must be the mission, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth, embrace the vision, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth must be the mission, the right decision. Saving Mother Earth, embrace the vision, the right decision.
But you can't really get round. You can't really get round saving the place which part the whole of we habitat, our natural habitat. You know what I mean? You can't get round that.
Oh, you mean
You can't. Without that, then it's like, exactly, just like it's just life itself with nothing to be life without nowhere for we live. You understand? And you know, with brother, me I tell us everything when me see I go out from you know smell the smoke the other day we come over here from Canada. Come out the door and it come like a cookout a go on.
Me I tell you.
Me look up in the sky, brother, and all the sun red.
Yo, but
you understand?
But what me I say is if we there so far and we are feel this, we about them over there.
Exactly.
We about them over there.
Exactly. Welcome to another episode of Overall Settings, the podcast that differs, where we always highlight the icons of yesteryear who chopped the bush for the current icons of today, who set the stage for the future icons of tomorrow. But one of the things that we always pride ourselves on over yasa are who?
Diamonds in the rough.
The diamond them in the rough. The people
Diamonds.
them where the unsung hero them of the business. The man them we are putting in the work. You know what I mean? And probably them make some substantial stride, but enough for them, you know, circular. Probably people are, you have some people we get hold on to and suppress.
Yeah.
If you get to me, I say. You know what I mean? So, you know.
So we there have to change that.
Yes.
We there have to change that.
Yes. We put our cape and then sit there. See the S on my chest. Well, actually, it's a overall on my chest still. You know what I mean? So we come like the superhero for all, you know, like the Avengers, the Justice League in a sense. You know what I say? Yeah, man.
All diamonds and all suppressors and all those that deserve to get them due.
Yeah, man. Me name Brown, man, and this a sharp man. Up and away. Yeah, you already know this shit. See what I mean? So, you know, today is no different when we talk about the diamonds in the rough. You know, as you can clearly see, we dropped a song earlier, you know, by the likes of our guest today, Mr. Donovan Nelson, aka professionally known as Fancy D. Doesn't have an extensive, you know, background or catalog, but as equally as effective. Said speed, you know what I say? Because
you mean, man?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because at the end of the day, remember, you know, we not go out and go look for nobody over your side. You know what I mean? So if them can come across our desk and them say, yo, you need to interview that person, yeah, obviously they are putting some work noticeable enough for somebody bring that to our attention.
And not only that, we appreciate the love that them take them time for
especially on Sunday.
Forward over here.
Yeah, man, especially on Sunday. Big rice and peas Sunday, man.
Tell you.
Big carrot juice Sunday.
You
know, man, say, yeah, it might try to tell you. Like when I just forward go where the fuck I get asked my food too. But you know, we know that we're pressed for time and we always appreciate of the time that every artist, you know, brings to the platform, because like me said, them could have there anywhere else in our world, and them choose to spend some time with we, where them just
Overall
ultimately
settings,
nah
yes,
go get back.
yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes,
Big up
yes,
Merm
yes,
settings
yes.
for the bookings. Big up my good friend Devon down in Westmoreland for the link, you know what I mean? And big up Fancy D and all the conglomerate, for being here. Anyway, without further ado, we want to welcome the man himself, Donovan Nelson, aka Mr. Fancy D, to the
Fancy
platform.
D.
Fancy D. What it boy, brother? Where you dealing?
Respect, brown man and short man.
The Justice League, Big up Mickey settings anyway, big up Misha settings off camera. The whole I settings family, Merm settings, you know what I mean, for making. And before the day done, you will ultimately become a part of the Justice League as well. So the world may know you as Fancy D, but after this, we are going to refer to you as Fancy D settings. Yeah, man. So you have become week.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the love, man. Thanks for the love.
Man, and respect, man. What we like to do over here, so is we're not really inquisitive or fast, like our Jamaican say, but at the same time, we want to know who we attack to. You know what I mean? Depending upon, who you would have like to tell we as far back as you can go, even before the music, you know what I mean? Like just give us some background where you were born.
Little picnic.
Yeah, where you
little picnic.
Right. Where you were born, where you were born, what it was like, were the siblings in the household, what was your whole settings like?
All right, just as much as we can detail it. Respect again. I was born in Greenville, Westmoreland.
Okay.
And I'm the second of 4 sons to Miss Faye Johnson and Silver Nelson before they got married.
Okay.
And of course, I went to a little basic school right there inside of the little lane, Carmen.
Okay.
Basic school, and I moved on to Greenville Primary, where I met a lot of friends, including Devon, who made this introduction. Man. And the friendship grew. But during those years, I used to be an athlete, used to do my little sprinting and thing, and play some soccer and cricket, as you know. Those were our games. Yeah. I went on to Rossi's high school afterwards. We kept the friendship, me and Devon, because he and I went there together. And as you go to high school, your friendship will grow. More friends, more friends.
No, they're weird.
Yeah, Devon come from far, man.
From way down Ayanda. No, say
hold on. That is not friendship no more. That is brotherhood now.
Yeah, man. Family
brotherhood
business.
now.
Family
Most
business.
definitely. Devon Greg. Yes, respect. Yeah, man. I also was involved in a church thing too. Me have to go to church. Me have to sing for church. At church, the whole my brothers, all of us, we had to. That's our thing. That's how we grew.
All right, so backtrack there for a second. So because I know anybody can go pan choir, man. So because all the fight, me that fight for get pan choir one night time, Them give me some sitting for you whole and say, yeah man, you can watch them when they do what they do, but you're not too ready for You know see.
You're not ready for the singing party.
And I can't put me wear on the back, I didn't leave out like come on. Like we used to mock the director and all of them things, and it's so crazy because out of all of those people that me alone becomes artist, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying at what point was it you that actually noticed your ability to hold a note, or how did they sanction you to even become a part of the choir?
It's a natural thing basically where they include just about almost everybody who come in there and show a willingness and interest in playing a part. If you're not good enough, we develop you. Therefore, for those who show the interest, them all go move forward and on. Now, at primary school, now this is a big deal, because that stick to me. This stick to me for all of my life. A former principal, at one time they were like trying to put a little choir together, Miss Mary Jane Thompson, and she was doing a little audition in the class, and I heard her tell Mrs. Cunningham that he has a calm voice.
Wow.
Now you know what that mean coming from a principal.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me say me I don't know big bad singer.
Well, I know, man. The man, yo. We don't know if you realize. We don't know if you realize when just say a while ago. The man's primary school him going on. Yeah, you hear me? You see how far back in Ghana in history? And then remember the woman name to the T to the exact. You understand? And remember the woman name. And remember the woman name to the T to the exact.
Yeah, but guess what?
So
I remember as far back as when me I got junior high, I knew and them put me on a choir.
Yeah.
And my teacher was Miss Nelson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was in the school choir.
So him say right now, so from him get the kind of the nod from the principal now. Him feel like say him are the man. You know what I say? Big singer. You know what I say? So I mean, I guess that instills some confidence. You know, you're right then and there. You know what I mean? But I mean, obviously at that age, you know, I really plan for embark on a music career or were you? And I mean, I don't know because you know children are advanced and them kind of develop an interest for what them want to do. You know,
I want to know him age them time. The whole year them time then.
I was about 9 years old, and and I was really thinking about like a career, so to speak.
Right.
But more so, I just felt comfortable that you know what, if my teacher think me that good, you know, then that's something we can really, you know, consider. I mean, I can sing.
At 9 years old and you hear something like that, you must feel good in yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really feel good in yourself.
Develop a level of confidence.
Yeah.
You know, cause not like reassurance you're picking, you know, and praise and you know, me I say like it's a good thing. So, you know, from right there, so, you know, to the church choir, you know what I mean, and you know, at the end of the day, at what point did you decide like no before we even reach the so Green Jill, like what was it like actually growing up in that community, you know what I mean, inside of the house and you know even outside of the house, you know, because I know you have your sibling them around you have Devon obviously and other Pitney and other community, you know what I mean, but what was it like growing up for Mr. Nelson at a very tender age in the Green Jill community?
In the community at that time, there was just so much love. There was just so much friendship and camaraderie. It's like you have friends coming over, we play together, eat together, we go over there, so play together, eat together, and every parent are your parent, just the same. And I kind of love the you know we grew up with. So you know the friendship was really strong. You know. Yeah, I remember there are some parents who would be able to strap you on the street if you out of line.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Remember them days there. Me get couple lashing, trust me.
Yeah. What them say takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. Everybody look out for everybody.
I'm not like a beating, you know, cause if I somebody up on the road of a beat, you know, you can guarantee by the time that reach back of your parent ears, you know.
Yeah,
you get the next beating back of that. You know, see,
you know.
So it's a double dose that. Yeah, I get.
Yeah, for real, it's a double dose.
Afraid of them thing they do it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, so as far as you know, obviously the church, so you know, even when we notice with them nowadays, youth, them not really have no fear of God. You know, man, say that was something that was always invoked early in the early stages of our life. You know, man, say the baddest man, you know, might have him big gun on him hip, but him also have him Bible in him back pocket, and him a move with principle. You know, me I say, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you come up under a order with principle. Like you said, the people in the community work together. You know, me I say, you have a conglomerate where still follow you to this day and look how far when I come from with it. You know, me I say, these things are like things of the past. You know what I mean? Like 1 minute you see a youth posting bridging on him Facebook page and then another week him a burn him out.
Yeah, you come perfect example. Them take prayer out of school in America. But
Yeah,
remember
man.
one time you used to say prayer at school in America, them
Exactly.
take out them thing there.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So just for show you, just like we are talking about.
Right.
The two of them there with it now.
So,
Different.
which role you did actually play in the choir? Was it like when you were part of the choir? Did you ever get the opportunity to lead? You know what I mean? What was your role in
There
the
were times when you had to lead. You
okay?
were the one selected to do a selection, and
Okay.
there were times when it's a more like a rotation thing.
Okay, so
Um,
they give everybody a chance.
everybody get a little chance to do something.
So nobody no more than nobody then.
No, you no, you learn to respect each person's talent. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, right, right. Lovely, 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 lovely. So I mean, these are the early, the earlier stages of the life of Fancy D, aka Mr. Donovan Nelson. You know what I mean? Come from the Green Jail area. For the people that want to hear the cartel song and say, up the Green Jail for your pound of the marijuana. If you notice, what if other things go on apart from that over them places? So I don't want to misconstrue the thing. So the man just give me the background. You know what I say? I don't want to take cartel perception, I feel like
the only
say,
thing.
yeah,
How the only
exactly.
thing
And
alone
the
go on
only
over.
thing go on over.
No.
No. You have well heap of good people come from the era there. Well heap of loving people live loving. Everybody peering. It took a village to raise a child. So there's more than what cartel I talk about over there. All right. For the people that I use that as them representation. So basically, at what point did you start to discover this immense talent that you have? I mean, I know that the principal kind of put a bug in your ears. You go up on the church choir. You know what I mean? You were in a steady rotation. But at what point, as an individual, did you decide, I feel like I something women that really want to do?
All right. During the early teen years, while at high school, my friend, as music played, you sing along. And my friend them all that tell me, say, Bridget, you sound like the same man, the David Isaac, you sound like him same way. Or, we sing a particular song and he say, man, you sound, just the same. And I was like paying much attention to Michael Jackson, Freddie Jackson, the foreign lovey-dovey artists and so on. And I got struck mainly when I started listening to Freddie McGregor's Big Ship album. It kind of changed the whole thing because I play this album like every day.
Wow.
I knew all his songs. I sang along every time.
Wow.
I attended his shows.
Wow.
When a man struck, that was me.
Wow.
Freddie McGregor at the time. And then I noticed the way he sang his song. I love his melodies, and I said, let me try and see if I can write a song in the way he did it. They were simple, but they were basic. They got to the point. He's gonna tell you A or 1 on 1 is 2, basically. So I said, let me try it. And in Green Jail at the time, the disco Milan was very prominent. Every sound system in the country come there, play there. Every one of them. So while my parents were away, I took my time out and I went outside and I used to listen to the sound and I listened to the beat. My brother used to tell me, the older one would tell me, listen to the bass, listen to this. And so it's like I started paying more attention to all of that. And I admired all of the artists them as they came. And when I wrote at the time when they were slackness was really rife, big time. I couldn't really do slackness. The furthest I could do was a song called Miserable Woman. So I wrote that song. Miserable Woman.
Yeah. That's when I first intro to your catalog.
That's the first song we write with 2 verses.
You remember part I?
Yes, no man.
Give me a little piece right now.
No, but before you give me a little piece, what age group he was at that time now?
I was about 19. I was about 19 when I wrote that song, but I was tinkering with some love songs before, but that was the first reggae song. So listen through now. Listen through now. I mean, no one, no miserable woman. Become a ruin my life, but she's a miserable woman, yeah, who is always fussing and fighting. A miserable woman, Lord, and I know there ain't no denying. Because she gets up in the middle of the night. She just a fussing though she wants a fight. She makes trouble in the night and day, and I just can't live this kind of way. She's a miserable.
Yo,
so hold on there. You're 19 when you write that the song. What you know about miserable woman them age?
It's like imagination. No? Writing is also about imagination.
No, but what I know better than that. Me hear the Freddie slur, the Freddie influence. Me hear it.
It's in there.
When you're ready, you feel all on steady. Now with maximum speed, yeah. You know what I mean? Miserable woman. Yeah, me hear like this. It's like a Freddie type addiction.
Yeah. No, but him sound well.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Me see it, man.
Me hear it and me see it, man.
Sound well seasoned.
Father Sean. That's it. Yeah, man. As I respect, man. The proprietor there, big up statement barbershop. And then make it possible, sponsored by them. You know what I say? Yeah, man, we're there in a place with Fancy D. I give you the history. You know what I say? So you say, Freddie McGregor was one of those people who was an earlier influence in your life, and it is clearly evident within the first song that you ever did. So was this a song that you just like kind of sung amongst your friends, or did you actually record it professionally, or other part did it go?
No, I only did 2 verses. I only sing among my friends, that song in particular.
Okay.
And I said, you know what, I need to do some more, because
right,
all of them started the songs that I was writing at the time, all of them started sounding pretty much the same way. So in order to make a difference, you have to find new melodies for each song.
Exactly.
Yeah, I go sound the same. One person hear you 1, 2, 3, 4 song, everything sound the same. You can't do that. So
right.
I started, taking time out to make them different
and develop your craft.
Yeah. And there were other influences too, because Bob Marley had a huge influence on me at that time. War was one of those songs that tell you, say, listen, man, if you're going to write song, make sure you have substance.
Yes.
Bob Andy.
Bob Andy, I want to Jamaica greatest songwriter.
Best songwriter.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you. Jimmy Cliff, Eric Donaldson, I can call Wally Panin, who played a part, Them don't know, in absentia, them are influence me, Gregory Isaacs. Hey, I have to share this. I go in Randy's record studio one time in my early days when I try put things together. And when I went there, I hear a man come in and say, what the latest Gregory you have? So the man said, yeah, man, we have a new Gregory here. Put it on the film. So I put it on and me hear, it's all right, give me it.
Nothing more.
Mad.
Nothing more.
Yeah, but them say that define hit music, the first couple seconds of a song. If it grab you like that, then again.
That means so much to me. I laughing at me. I say, boy, then people are really loyal to the artists, And when your man reach that stage at the game, he can't do no wrong again. And I went right away. It's like me, I say, play all the great with them you can play in a soccer. The man just go take them.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
You man did a little style when
yes.
Rap with the cool roller, rap with the cool roller. You understand?
But that's what defines him. That's what defines
some
him.
Some of them think they're not even sonically correct, man. But they might have tweet and I make it work, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
real.
Exactly.
So just a quick, not to take her from Fancy D, but Eddie Murphy did a comedy skit about James Brown. And
yeah, man.
Him said James Brown.
How many fat? Yeah. Jump back, man. Keep it down. Give it to you.
And him not.
And him say the man went on the back, and get paid up. So I said, move it, yeah, move it, yeah. Give me that. Give it to you. And him say, what are you talking about? I don't know. We getting paid, right? Just keep on saying, yeah, move it, yeah. You know, so that is just at that point, like you said, when you develop that type of a stature within your craft, you can't do no wrong.
You can't do no wrong.
Can't do no wrong. You know what I say? Yeah, man, for real, man. So at this particular time when you're just embarking on, you know, your musical efforts, were you Fancy D or were you still Donovan Nelson? You know what I mean? Because you know, I really look on it from an artist standpoint. You know, at that particular time, it just have an interest in music. So at what point did Donovan Nelson, you know, evolve into Fancy D?
Okay, it's just about that time. Donovan Nelson was the name I was going for at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And just shortly after that, now I started playing more soccer, football.
Mm-hmm.
Football after everything.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends then called me Fancy D based on me the way we play. I was a Sheffield boy, you know. I beat everybody, you know.
Style and pattern.
Down the line and
yeah.
You know what I say? And send a true pass, and even though I play defense, I was the overlapping kind of defender. Therefore, I was, you know, very much active in the game. And I don't know, then they just see me, the man that call me Fancy D based on my style of play.
Mm-hmm.
So it stick.
Mad.
So that name originated from football, not music.
Yeah, that name come from football, really.
Okay, so you just stick with it to the music.
Yeah, we just stick with it because, you know, you kind of get popular in and around that area, and especially football in that time. I used to play for Grangeville Football Club. At the time, it was Juventus. Then Juventus, the name changed to Exodus. Then it changed afterwards to Grangeville. But it was very popular, very big. We were winning a lot of games and all of that. So, you know, any name that they call you right there is gonna be the household name for you at the time and at the town. Yeah.
So how did you? I mean, you're doing football now. So what made you transition back to the music now?
The music is always a part of you, you know. If it is always a part of me. First of all, since growing up and singing and all of that, and you start writing songs. If you're writing songs, that somehow they're gonna come out. And I endeavor to write songs, like I say, with substance, with meaning. You put it towards a goal. Saving Mother Earth, for example. Why don't you put your lyrics so that people can sing along? If you notice, A, B, C, D, E, F, they learn with the music in the same way 1, 2, 3. And it's easier for anybody to catch a phrase, an idea, or so on when music is put to it.
Right.
The whole idea of saving Mother Earth and climate change is out there. But if a song were to be song that has the lyrics articulating well what it is that we want, what our goal is, where we are, what the dangers are, somehow of the 7 billion people in the world, some are gonna catch on to it and know that it is serious. It is very serious.
It's a resonance. Yeah, man. Definitely.
Sometimes we only act when there is a danger directly at our door.
Right.
But you know, if the scientists tell you a long time, so that is one of the reasons why you have these forest fires, why we have these kind of storms. The storms are getting worse. And you know, the mountain glaciers are shrinking, they're dissipating, they're just, you know, melting. What can we do? There is a cause and there is a solution. What do we do?
Exactly.
We tell some people, I know there was a drive at one time to plant some trees, but it goes a whole lot further than that. You know what I'm saying? And some people will defend and deny climate change because of money. Money is the root of all evil.
Right.
And so we know say good have to conquer evil. Therefore, get in the fight somewhere and educate the people that saving Mother Earth. It is for all of us. And not only that, we have children and grandchildren coming.
Exactly.
What will you tell them?
Yeah.
Whether you took part in it or not. What did you do? I mean, I need to make my earth good enough for them as well.
Exactly. Now, man, I totally understand.
Yeah, man,
Man.
for real.
So at what point, leading up to, this song that we played, at what point did you actually make your first official recording? Or
Go ahead.
Or did you actually start performing in your community prior to recording, or which one of them came first?
All right. Recording started in 1991. That was my first song when I did One Moment in Time by Whitney Houston. I did just like a few performances, not a lot, mainly at the hotel in Negril. But recording the songs meant more. Performing is like more like a personal thing, but recording them, if they're gonna get to a point where more people can listen, it felt like you're putting more effort into the change you want to see, basically.
Yeah, man. So you say you record your first official song in a 91.
Yes.
Was it actually released to the public, or was it just something where you did have for your own personal use?
In my way, I was trying to release it to the public, but of course, being a newbie to it, there are limitations.
Okay.
There is no networking like that there is now with the internet and with podcasts like these that a lot more people are now seeing it. There's a difference now than then. So in my view, I was trying to do my best. It's
So
just
basically, it was an independent project. So and I like. Okay,
yes.
so you got the
Mm-hmm.
rhythm lick and all of that stuff. So you started out early out just being self-sufficient.
Yeah, because one of the things is in order for you to learn, sometimes you have to go through it.
No, but I mean, but that speaks volumes to you in 91, because a lot of people were looking for at least somebody to a producer or something like that. Most people now go just embark on them journey there.
I was too. I have to tell you this too, because I want to big up Bongo Herman.
Me hear that name there already,
Eh?
No, me hear that name there already.
Yeah, Bongo Herman. Yeah, man, a big percussionist. It's like I was in town at the time, going around, different studios looking for producers and so on. And so I met him at Dynamic Sounds, told him what I was about, and he said, all right, listen to me now. There's something you need to understand. In this game, not everybody is going to be looking out for you as you would look out for yourself. So I want you to learn how to make your songs. I'm going to get you a reel-to-reel tape. It was a used reel-to-reel tape. You got it cleaned up, a 16 track, and say, I want you to start putting your songs together on this, and then you take it from stage to stage. So forever, I'm grateful for that, man. And so I went back and I got the beat done. And, it's like in stages, you move from place to place. Somebody said, go to this studio in Kingston. I had them do the vocals. I did that. I can't remember the name of it though. Go to the, and right there, he did the mastering and everything right there and gave it back to me on a little DAT tape. That was being used back in the day.
Yeah, man.
So
that cassette them.
It means so much for having learned that it's something you can do for yourself. You don't have to really wait on a producer. Because I've spoken to producers too. I've spoken to produce. Yeah, I put together like 3 songs at one time, and I met I'm not getting to the name thing, but he had a big artist at the time. At the time, Sanchez was breaking out. So we took him off to England, and I didn't pursue him after that. I thought it was just too busy.
Right.
So, but that was telling me that is something you can do for yourself.
Right.
So I got my reel-to-reel tape and started it. That was the first song I did.
Right. Right. So, but when you say you tried to release it to the public, did you actually press it? Like, because me know back in them time there was 45 and obviously record and things of that nature. That was the ways of getting songs out. Did you press it?
Yes.
Okay, so you actually press it. So was it?
Yes,
it was on your label.
It was on my label. At the time, there was no registration of the label. I just put on a name on the label.
Right.
And I pressed about 100 of them, and I walked around and I sold them one to my friends and people.
Well, right, that's all right. That's very innovative, brother. That alone was very innovative. You know what I'm saying? Because like me say, a lot of youth, if you look on the order they come, the order they fall, that kind of like showed, the whole back, the backstory behind a lot of artists such as yourself. So for you to have the ability to step out on faith and say, yo, you hear me? Not gonna do my own thing, big up to Bongo Herman once again, who instilled that in you, but like you never them say you can lead a donkey to the water, but you can't make him drink. So you never must have to listen either.
Yeah, but and especially back in those days, 91, you say, and at such a young age, a step out on your own, do certain things at that age. That brother, trust me.
Yeah, man. Very innovative. Very innovative.
You are like you are an innovator, and with people can follow and relate to.
Yeah, man. Very ambitious. The journey of a million miles start with the first step. Man.
Absolutely.
So leading up to where we are now, because like me say, I know that time is of the essence. Once you become a part of the family, you're more than welcome, for forward back over here, and we can talk about things, more extensively. But we don't know there's some little scheduling issues, where you kind of go have to take away yourself in a bit, and we also have, somebody streaming in from England, so we did have to bring them on a little earlier, based on the time zone and things of that nature, So but at the same time, we deal with equal opportunity. So we don't really want, like X out nobody or cutting for nobody time. Everybody over here so is equally as important. Comparison is the thief of joy. So we don't compare people and alkalate. So even when you make me say your story is not that extensive or whatever the case may be, I laugh to myself because everybody over here is a star. And that I try to tell you. So when you are saying,
yeah,
I laugh to myself.
It's just as important as anybody else.
To myself because we know that the journey. If you all right, listen. If we not you right now, no know whether we go up from down when it comes to this music thing, and from way back in the 91 when people are wait for somebody to assist them. You take the initiative, based on inspiration, and step out on faith. And just have the record, them and sit down pan night, and you walk out and you go sell them. So that alone, right there, so is an inspiration to many, even and right now, in the modern day time.
Yeah,
now.
And that was the point I was trying to tell him a few minutes ago. You're an inspiration. I mean, that's how, listen, people like Master P, that's how they got where they are. Them start sell record out.
Yeah, well, I know, man. That's some people when name fancy one, man. Them just naturally, them just naturally possible. I don't say anything. No, man, big up yourself for that, man. Big up yourself for that. Because like I say, say, most of the people that we look up to in our life who are innovators and pioneers, probably is probably something, whichever journey them did embark on, initially was probably something else that them not even did know say would have an impact.
For real.
You understand? So pioneers don't necessarily set out on their journey to become pioneers. It's like, yo, no want a loaf of bread, me I go down a corner, and you might buck up, say the store lock. So you learn how to bake your one bread. And you might be the first person to bake bread. And you might not have a certain ingredient. So you find a way to get around that, and then all of a sudden, raps. Oh my God, he's a genius. He found out how to bake bread without yeast.
Right.
I just saw pioneership.
But guess what? I mean, sometimes the destination you have for yourself may not work out, but at the same time, you can bring so many other people to their destination by leading them to their destination. You see me?
Some of the things,
man, I agree with you.
Some of the things that you do and that you did will affect people and the way they go about things before they're even born. Just think about that. Before you have somebody when not born yet who are going to embark on a music career where are going to take a page out of your book.
No doubt.
Yeah, man.
No doubt. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
Brother, like I said, this man probably can lead so many people to their destination like you wouldn't believe.
Drake do a song say, oh, so you fancy, huh? So you know, like me say, we are going to the condensed version, you know, because like me say, normally on the know say we do reasoning normally 7 o'clock, you know what I mean, and we can go as long as wherever, but you know what I mean, time is definitely of the essence, you know what I'm saying? You know, so we fast forward to, you know, the song where we just play, Mother Earth, you know what I mean? When and where was that song recorded? I think you kind of gave us a background on, you know, why you felt compelled to do it, you know what I mean? But when was it recorded, and where was it recorded?
At the end of last year, December, it was finally recorded, and it was done with, like, from my home. I have a little home studio where I connected to Lee Hones.
Stop
again.
Is that next innovative move that again? So from the man stepping at the business himself sufficient.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, five platform, man. I'm going to go and chat.
I guess what? You have your own studio, your yard.
Yes,
you know, go. You can't do anything where you want at any time.
All right, may have some equipment. May have some equipment. Let me clarify. May have some equipment when we can connect to a producer, Lee Hones. He was at the time in Austria, so we connected via Skype, and he can do all the proper engineering work and all of that. So basically, I come up with the ideas that I like and lay them down, and then he would modify them, make sure that they're basically what I want.
Very innovative.
Very innovative. I can tell you that for real, because him get him backing vocals from another area who put them voices together and made the sound a complete sound. So it's like a whole different ball game.
So I mean, like you mentioned earlier that out of the 8 billion people in the world, if you can reach if one person can resonate to the message that you're trying to deliver through this song, you know what I mean, then you feel like your mission has been accomplished.
Exactly.
What has the response been thus far? And for the people who are watching now, and for the people who will be watching 5, 10, 20 years from now, if there's anything that you want them to know in regards to this song, what would it be?
I think the song has a creeper effect. Um, some people, because in this fast-paced scenario where we have a lot of, African beats and um, dancehall beats are really rife. A lot of them are out there. You won't get that kind of, attention immediately, but it has to grow because the issue is real. Things like these, that's why Bob Marley song will always be around. You check it out, always be around. That Lifetime Music, then check it out. Jimmy Click, always be around. So, I want to stay in that kind of line where they're substantial. They can make a change. Basically.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Overs,
Fancy, me definitely like me say. I mean, him coming like I left, and I'm a tell me, I know the man, this man, I saw everybody come over here someone,
Yeah, man.
Like, I left, you know what I say, because a conglomerate, man, like brother, we stay true to what we do. I would genuinely love what we are doing, and everybody will take the time out to come over here and hold a vibe with it.
Yeah, man. We just want a reason. This now
nothing to do with money, alcohol, fortune, fame, none of them something there. We just genuinely love everybody where we get the opportunity to talk to. You know what I mean?
I appreciate all this.
Me kind of want, sum it up with the fact that first thing, more you telling people them which part them can reach you. If there's any social media where them can reach you, you know what I mean. Me also I got in it with mother, the song where you do for the mothers them. I mean, it speaks to everybody. Mother songs are universal. Mothers are the mothers of the nation. When you really think about it, they're the bearers of the fruit. Yes, we as the father plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't get enough credit, as fathers, but me not go harp on that, you know what I mean? But mothers are essential, because they're the bearers of the fruit. You know what I say? So for me to ask you what was the inspiration behind that song would be kind of be baseless. You know what I say? Because, obviously you have a deep love, not only for your mother, but for the mothers of the world, or you would have just kept it, personal, like mommy, me love you, and that. You know what I say? So but when you present a song to the world, that means that you're speaking to anybody in the hopes that they all can relate to whatever message you're trying to put out here. You get what I'm saying?
I believe everybody when they're young, they have this kind of super human feeling about mother. Sometimes you wonder how mothers make things work.
Yes.
So I needed to find a way to express myself too. And I know I've been told many times that, listen to me, man, you see that song there? You are say what me want say and more, because some of the ideas may not even think about, and that is why you see songwriters have also a role to play to where it comes down to using the imagination, because you're going to have to write stuff that is real, but you're going to have to imagine some of it to make it make sense, basically. So
right.
Yeah, me feel a great whole heap of love from mother. I mean, know a lot of people feel for it too. So this is one way to get people to show their appreciation to mama. Just play to her.
Is mommy still around?
Yeah, she's alive. She's in Toronto.
Love that. Big up to mama. Big up to mama for real. And big up to all of the mothers out there. My mom, currently is not around. I say, but her, as long as I'm alive, I will always be 50% of who my mother is. And me have children. My daughter have her own children as well. Me have a young daughter where I come up. kind of beyond the age of having children at this point. But once she get to that point, my mother legacy will continue through them and through our grandchildren and for them children as well. So, you know, at the end of the day, my mother is still living within me and within her grandkids, and and now she have great grandkids as well. So, you know, she's still alive as far as I'm concerned.
I just wanted to ask this question real quick. No, you did this song for Mother Earth. You know, based on your beliefs and your feelings, are you doing any other humanitarian work as far as, you know, just make the people know if you are or you're not? But just the song itself, it's very, like you said, you can reach out, you're reaching out to people.
Well, I'm registered with earthday.org.
Love.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. And I'm also getting ready to I've sent the song to many places. You know, they can also use it in their drive. Yeah, including governments. So you know, I'd love to see a rallying around where, you know, it is more people are sensitized to the whole feeling, and you know, we all get behind it.
The seed is already planted. You know, it's here as well. We will get it to as many places and outlets as we can. You know, may I say, and it's a part of the family. You know, may I say, so you know, at the end of the day, like me said, the world may know you as in some aspects of Donovan Nelson, and next set of people may know you as Fancy D, but when time you forward over, yes sir. What your name again?
Fancy D
Settings.
Right.
Man, give it when I stole up right. Every not the right robot. Yeah, man. So, you know, into that tune for we, you know what I mean? So we can outro. But you never tell the people the most part them can reach up on your social media.
Oh yeah, you see Facebook now on the easiest place. Donovan Fancy Nelson is pretty much is very easy right there. I'm also on Instagram, but I don't remember the Instagram stuff, but yeah, we're putting together more we'll be more present, definitely.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I have a team of people that are working with me.
Salute. And we're a part of that team now. So yeah,
definitely, man. Definitely.
You know what I say?
And
salute.
Fancy these settings. Reschedule a part 2, you know, because we want you over here again. So.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember the journey. The journey just resume, you know. So
yeah,
you don't know.
Yeah, man.
So make sure you link Mermaid, you know. Please, and so we can schedule a part 2 so we can continue this reasoning.
Yeah, man. So
respect.
Intro that song if we please, Anton. Intro your song. The intro mama for we. You know what I mean? So we can do our outro.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, mama. Oh, yeah, my sweet mama. For the 9 months that you carried me, mama, I will always be grateful. Every moment that I think of your journey, I just love you more. Oh, you're a blessing, my mama. I think about you every day. Oh, you're a blessing. It's for the love that you show every day.
Whoa, 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 mama. Oh, yeah, my sweet mama. For the 9 months that you carried me, mama, I will always be grateful. Every moment that I think of your journey, I just love you more. Oh, you're a blessing, my mama. I think about you every day. Oh, you're a blessing. It's for the love that you show every day. I take the time to tell you what I feel and how much I appreciate the love you show. I know that it's real, the two of us can't separate. Let me attempt to briefly demonstrate this thankfulness, you just can't wait. And from my heart I must communicate to you the song I dedicate. Oh, you're a blessing, my mama. I think about you every day. Oh, you're a blessing. It's for the love that you show every day. Oh, you're a blessing, my mama. You've proven every time that you care. Oh, you're a blessing. And I cherish every moment we share. Well, I am thankful for the kindness and the gentleness you show, mama, you show, and the love from the bottom of your heart. Yes, mama, it just a flow, it just a flow. Everyone that you meet, you genuinely greet, while the radiance of love, it just a glow. But mine and deceit get trampled at your feet, while the fruits of your love, it just a grow. Oh, you're a blessing, my mama. I think about you every day. Oh, you're a blessing. It's for the love that you show every day. Oh, you're a blessing, my mama. You've proven every time that you care. Oh, you're a blessing. And I cherish every moment we share.
Yeah, people in a big up on yourself when I don't know, like me tell her, this is Fancy D settings. You know, one of our family, I know, and they them already know him. Tell her which part they can reach him on him social media for the people them where log on now and did log on earlier. Bless up on yourself for the people them where gonna log on in the future. Remember, this will be a part of not only his legacy, but our legacy as well, and the legacy of music pan a whole. You know me I say, you know what I mean? We just give our little entry, you know, to what go on out the road. If we not get to me I say, you know what I mean? So, you know, big up to Mr. Nelson for forward over here at a time where, like me say, people normally I eat them rice and peas and I drink them carrot juice or just a kick back. You know me I say, and them take the time out for forward. Big up Devon for make it happen. Big up Mermaid Settings, aka 1Mermaid World. You know me I say, you know, for the bookings and, you know, everybody where I give them input. And do remember, a little more from this people. It's all about Lady V and the V Rocket Sound streaming in all the way from Nottingham. That are London or England. Yeah, one of them places there. And Marcus, you know what I say, the film producer. You know, we're going to talk about a documentary and we're going to talk about them contribution to the whole works. You know what I say? So, pick up on yourself and Fancy D, trust me, pick up yourself for forward over here, my general. And like me say, we're going to do it again and again and again and again because we know say they're going to continue to climb the ladder to success.
I'm used to hearing it's a matter of time before anything I'm up before it's sure to be mine. And I do believe it and no hurt get to receive it as I keep these words in my mind each and every time. Just prepare for it. Just prepare for it. Who knows it could happen tonight and it could happen to knows. But who really knows? Who knows? But who really knows? Death sneaks upon you like a thief in the night. Since when